Hello guys, Zach here again with another random map game, and today I've got another sort of old game between two of the Age of Empires all-time greats. In green today we do have Clan Capoch, and his opponent in red to the opposite side of the map, Clan Shemeka, also known as DauT. This is indeed DauT, and I have no doubt that this is indeed DauT. And so we can continue about our doubts about DauT. Anyway, this is DauT, and they're both playing as Huns on Arabia. So unfortunately, yes, it is one of those classic matchups where it's an Arabia-Hun war. But I guarantee you that this game is worth a watch because, so I've been told, it is one of the best something ever. I don't want to spoil it yet. But you've seen a few recorded games from DauT anyway, and you know that, when I show you a game from DauT, it's usually a good one. So let's hope for the same here. Clan Capoch, by the way, is a very old-time legend. He's won a lot of tournaments, and he is very well known for being an all-time great of AoC. I'm pretty sure he doesn't play anymore, unless he's just uncontrollably smurfing, and we have no idea who he is. But as far as I know, he is retired. And these guys, pretty standard starts as usual. And Capoch almost lost his two sheep there to DauT's scout, but I'm sure DauT would have been the good sportsman and give them to him anyway. And I'm just going to speed things up while things get underway. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. Well, it's not really much of a story, just a little bit. I was got up this morning, as I usually do, had a shower like usual, so I was fresh out of the shower, decided to go downstairs and make a what's it called, an fried egg sandwich. So I fried my egg in the frying pan, and I like to have a runny yolk because I don't like having a solid yolk all the time. It's nice to have a runny one. That could sound a bit wrong, but no. I went outside to eat it because the sun was shining. I thought, I'll sit outside and eat it. And as I bit into it, obviously I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt because, it was quite warm outside. I bit into my egg sandwich, and all the yolk ran down my leg, and I have... I don't have smooth legs, I have a little bit of hair on my legs, and oh my god, what a mess. The yolk got into the hair on my legs, and it was messy. I had to go and have another shower to wash it all off. I couldn't believe it. So I was a little bit delayed in starting my day's work of recording various videos, and on the topic of various videos, I just want to bring up Borderlands. Now, I know a lot of you guys did dislike that video, but I was also heartened to see a lot of very positive comments, and also a lot of likes on that video as well. A lot more than the average AoC video at the least, and I think that was just because you guys realised that some people out there were disliking the video, and fair enough, I can understand why. It's an Age of Empires channel, yes, but the actual title of the channel is AoC and more, and I know for a fact that I won't be uploading Borderlands so often. It's just one of those things that I absolutely love the game. VH loves the game, and we just want to have a little bit of fun playing it, and we hope that at the same time we can give you a little bit of variety and something else extra to watch. You don't have to watch it if you don't feel like Borderlands is your thing, but it's there if you do. So please, if you don't want to see Borderlands, don't click the video. It's very simple, and I don't want to sound like I'm having a rant or being rude or anything, because it is just a simple fact that if you don't want to see something, you don't have to look at it. And for those of you who do, well, you'll be pleased to know we're going to carry on with the series. And with that out of the way, let's get back to the game. And they're just advancing up to the feudal age now, and Capoch is sending 5 villagers forwards with a forward base. And let's see, why has he done a forward base? Well, to be fair, his map is pretty good. He has got gold at the back, he's got gold at the side as well, and also, although his front of his map is fairly open, he could very easily protect himself in this area, especially with the fact that his gold is at the back. DauT, on the other hand, well, his gold is at the front, and when your gold is at the front, you kind of expect that you're going to have to play a little bit more aggressively to protect your gold, because if you do get forwarded, well, you might not be able to gather much gold at all. Capoch, though, is coming forwards with a barracks, and once he finishes this, I imagine he'll throw up either a stable or an archery range. And let's see how many he's gone to gold. Well, he's not put any villagers to gold yet, so he may go for a stable, and no, he is in fact going for an archery range, and we'll probably see some skirmishes. And DauT is two. Actually, no, he's not. He's going for a stable. My bad. Two archery ranges for Capoch and a stable for DauT. But does DauT know that this forward exists? Well, no, he doesn't. And I'm sure he will find out very shortly. If he was very clever, I mean, he may notice because there's these patches on the ground. He could have actually noticed from that. But well, he now knows about it at the very least. And there's an archery range and two going up for Capoch. He's going to be up against a couple of scouts. So DauT may be able to hold on for a while here because, bear in mind, scouts do beat skirmishers very easily indeed. And Capoch making skirmishers now. He's not sending any villagers to gold just yet. I imagine he will at some point because he will want to get out some archers. And he may want to make some scouts as well. For the time being though, he's just making a few spearmen. There's three right there. And that of course will be a very good counter to the what are they called? The scouts from DauT here. Capoch still with these villagers at the front, and he's actually going to gather this forward gold from DauT, which is a very nice strategy to use. Of course, DauT probably won't be expecting that Capoch will be gathering this gold. He will probably, if he goes to raid Capoch, with these scout cavalries, check for his gold at the back. Does he know that this gold is here? Well, yeah, he does. So he knows that's Capoch's main gold pile, and if DauT does send an attack, a counter, over to Capoch's base, I imagine he'll send it towards this gold and try and pick off any gold villagers that are there. But Capoch, doing the clever thing, is gathering DauT's gold at the front, which means that he's probably safer in this position gathering gold here, as long as he keeps the pressure on at the front. And yeah, Capoch just gathering some well, that was actually a long way to go. Gathering deer, but a very funny position. And also throwing up a watchtower over this wood to prevent DauT from gathering any wood on this side. DauT then really not off to a great start. His eco is pretty much focused in this area right now. He's getting a mining camp up on this stone mine here, just to make a couple of more watchtowers if he needs. And another lumber camp to continue his collection of lumber. I've now just noticed that DauT has indeed sent his 3 scouts over, and he will be either looking to pick off a couple of villagers or even take out this watchtower. He could do it, I suppose, if he goes to the base, but no, he's going to go and hunt this villager down. He's going to get a successful pick on there, but he is being attacked on the left hand side by a couple of skirmishers, and Capoch not really hitting hard at the moment. He's not really got the units to do so. But DauT is now going to send his scout cavalries over to Capoch's base, and he will be looking to, hopefully, get some harassment in and pick off a couple of villagers. Where is he going to go? Well, he is going to try and pick off some villagers in the farms. He's not going to have much luck there, but as I said earlier, he's going to come down here and look for the gold. He is going straight to this gold pile, and he's now seen that Capoch is not gathering gold there. So, well, Capoch is clever because he's gathering gold up here, which makes perfect sense. And then DauT is going to be wondering, well, where the hell are these archers coming from? I can't see him gathering any gold, and he's just going to get confused as hell. Although he does know that obviously gold is coming from somewhere. No upgrades for either of these guys just yet, but DauT is throwing up a blacksmith, and Capoch is yet to get one of those. He will be, I imagine, upgrading fairly soon once he notices DauT getting his upgrades. He may even do it at the same time, we never know. But looking at Capoch's population, well, he's on 58 right now, and he does have quite a large army, I've got to say. Where are they, though? Well, they're over to the left-hand side, going to try and pick off some villagers. He may be able to just reach these villagers in here. And it's very close. I think once he gets fletching, he will be able to reach over with the archers. And Schmecker, DauT, just going with a hard counter. He's just going to go and attack Capoch at his base. Capoch probably not expecting that DauT would just bypass his attack at the front, but I suppose he's not really actually doing much with these guys. He can't get in close, otherwise he'll get picked off. And DauT is able to just move across the map and do some harassment to Capoch, like the good player he is. So he's going to just rally up, and I'm just going to speed things up a little bit until we get to a little bit more action. He's going to, of course, move these guys in. Once they've got +1, skirmishers actually can kill off a couple of villagers if they get some decent shots on there. As you can see, without ballistics, they are very inaccurate once they're going against moving targets, but with +1 they can do a substantial amount of damage if they do get some solid hits. There's 2 hits there to kill a villager, if they can hit it, that is, but at least they are providing some harassment to Capoch's eco right here, which is pretty handy for him. And neither of these guys just yet getting up to the castle age. It's going to be a little while, I think, but yeah, DauT with a nice rebuttal. He's been forwarded, so he is, of course, going to just go and attack Capoch at his base. Capoch forced to retreat from his forward position with so many spearmen. I mean, alright, yeah, I can understand 3 or 4 spearmen to combat the scout cavalry, but it's strange how these old games, they used to make so many spearmen, and we just don't see that anymore. But it's not too bad though. I suppose it does work out. They kill off scout cavalries very quickly, and they do get in close with the skirmishers and provide a little bit of a kind of meat shield to attack, to help attacking with your skirmishers. But DauT attacking downhill, so he's going to have a little bit of an advantage there. And Capoch, I'd say at this point, he is still in the lead. DauT is realising now that he is gathering gold from his main gold pile, but Capoch still gathering gold over here, which is working in his favour, I believe. He's got 8 gold collectors now, which is a fair amount. And DauT is going to be pushed away here as Capoch chases him down with his spearmen and with his skirmishers, and DauT really doesn't actually have that much army, or, well, saying that, he actually has now suddenly got an army out of nowhere. He's been garrisoning inside of his buildings, of course. Capoch may just get beaten here. He's going to have to retreat because he has, yeah, he's got quite a few archers and skirmishers, but he is outnumbered, and these scout cavalries will chase him down and just pick at him away constantly. On the other side, though, Capoch is chasing DauT down, and I'd say overall, right now, pretty even. DauT does have the score lead, and let's see what is going to happen next. What are they going to transition into? Well, they could stay and have a feudal war all game if they wanted to, but at some point, you've got to transition to the castle age. It's just choosing the right moment to do so, and Capoch just getting absolutely cut to bits right there, as DauT really does take the advantage right now. Looking at his population, he's just lost a lot of population there. He's down to 52, and DauT is on 74. That is impressive. DauT really pushing back, and he really just countered Capoch there. Really well done. And if he does take out these archery ranges at the front, then Capoch may be in a little bit of a funny situation, because he won't be able to sustain military production. My imagine now, Capoch is going to go to the castle age, and he only needs 100 more food to do so. Hey, look how many farms he's got. He's got a lot of farms. He's going to go castle in just a second, and he is going to beat DauT to it by the looks of things. DauT investing very heavily in a feudal age army, and he does have 79, almost 80 population now. And no food, no gold. So he is actually unable to gather gold at the moment. Well, I suppose he's able to gather gold now. But Capoch very nicely done with this forward, preventing DauT from gathering a lot of gold. And I think DauT is probably going to move out and start taking this so he can finally think about going up to the castle age. He does have a very substantial feudal army though, and while Capoch's going up to the castle age, which is going to happen in a moment, he's just built his blacksmith, which is a little bit late actually. He will, yeah, there we go, he's got his blacksmith up, and he is advancing, but DauT really does have an advantage here. He could really just swoop in, kill off a lot of villagers of Capoch's while Capoch is advancing up. And he really needs to be careful because he is very open. Neither of these guys are really walling much. And DauT is now, of course, just going to move in and probably pick off quite a few villagers here because Capoch doesn't have a feudal age army, and DauT does. The only thing that Capoch's got up his sleeve is he's going to advance up to the castle age, whilst DauT, well, he is so far away from going castle, and he's still creating feudal age units. So, if Capoch can carry on and hold on, he may be able to just gain a little bit of an advantage against DauT here. But in comes DauT with a lot of cavalry archers, scout cavalries, and a lot of skirmishers. That's enough skirmishers to one-hit a villager. And Capoch is really going to lose a lot of population here because DauT almost up to 100, Capoch only on 54. He's losing more as DauT comes in with this harassment. The only thing that Capoch has got to keep him safe, well, he's got a lot of gold, and he's continuing to gather gold at the front here. DauT doesn't even know that he's gathering gold right here. Maybe he assumes it, but he doesn't know it. And he's gathering gold at the back as well. But DauT is probably going to try and attack this gold. He knows that Capoch is likely to be going up to the castle age due to his score really falling behind, and he would probably be expecting that, so he's going to try and do as much damage to Capoch's economy as possible, moving out of there, not to get killed by these spearmen obviously, and he's going to go and harass Capoch's gold. Capoch though, with so much gold up his sleeve and a lot of food as well, well, he can afford quite a lot of knights once he gets to the castle age, and let me tell you, 6 or 7 knights will probably clear this up without any losses whatsoever. So DauT could be in a bit of spot of trouble here because Capoch about to go castle. DauT nowhere near just yet. He still has 0 gold. And there's Capoch into the castle age, and knights coming out right now. He can afford, I think he can afford 8 knights. And 8 knights is enough to kill all of this off. Just a matter of time until he gets these out and saves his ass, because he's down to 49 population. DauT, on the other hand, 108. Well, I'd say Capoch coming from far behind right here, but he's got the castle age advantage now, and he hopefully can push this to his advantage. Now he's got these knights out, he can really start to do a lot of damage, and these knights do take a hell of a beating from the skirmishers. Of course, skirmishers have got +1 armor now, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Capoch is going to be able to push DauT back, and DauT just going to try and do what damage he can on the retreat. He knows he's going to lose a lot of skirmishers here, but Capoch with a great pushback, and although he did lose a lot of villagers, he is still in the game because he's got so much resource from earlier on. He hasn't invested so heavily in a feudal age army, and he will be able to beat DauT's feudal age army right now. Continuing to make even more knights, and we should have a look at his military tab. Well, he already has 9 cavalry units. I think he may have a scout somewhere, but that is definitely 8 knights already, and he's pushing DauT right back. I'm going to speed things up just a little bit until we get to something a little bit more interesting than knights owning skirmishers. Oh, actually this is nice because DauT is starting to bring in some spearmen, and I think he's got about 6 or 7, maybe 8 even spearmen there, and that amount of spearmen, oh wow, okay, I take that back. He's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 spearmen, and although spearmen are pretty weak compared to knights, that's quite a lot of spearmen to deal with, and DauT still does have the score lead. So DauT is down, but he's not out, and he is still a way away from the castle age. Gotta bear in mind that he still has 0 gold, and he is so far from getting 800 food. He has so many spearmen though that he may just be able to inflict quite a bit of damage to Capoch's knights here. Capoch, though, being a Hun player and being in the castle age, he can start to get out some cavalry archers. This may be the case, and in fact, no, never mind. He's making normal skirmishers, which can of course start picking off these spearmen here. And Capoch, that has a lot of knights for him. That's a good 13 or so knights, and I don't think DauT can hold on to this. He's going to lose a lot of spearmen right here. Even though spearmen are a counter to knights, they're just too weak in the feudal age, and once he's got bloodlines, which he has done, he's got +1 attack, +1 armor, he really is going to start walking over this feudal age army, and I wouldn't be surprised if Capoch does take the score lead in just a moment. This is very nicely done by him. And more skirmishers coming out as well. Have we got more knights? Well, yes, we have. He's going to keep reinforcing himself, and very nicely done. Capoch really pushing DauT back. DauT dropped from 108 population there to 76, so he just lost a good 40 or so units, and Capoch is on the rise once again. He will be able to push in, maybe pick off some villagers as well. Capoch doing a great job here and really starting to take the score lead once again. He has played this excellently with the right timing there. DauT just wasn't able to get enough damage done to his economy, and if we look, he still doesn't know about this gold, which has been collected pretty much the whole game so far. So Schmecker, DauT not doing such a great job in this situation, and Capoch, being in the castle age, can now make a siege workshop and really start to wreak havoc on DauT's base. DauT has a pretty big economy, but of course the problem is he's got knights knocking on his doorstep, and Capoch, I imagine, will come forward with a siege workshop and start to pick DauT off. DauT still so far from the castle age. He has no gold still. He's still not managed to gather any gold from here. Unfortunately, yes, his gold is forwards, and maybe if DauT had made a forward base, he would be in a better situation. But knights just own scout cavalry as well, and Capoch is going to be able to easily pick off DauT's army at this stage. Is he coming forwards with a villager though? Well, no, not at the moment. He's still working on his economy. He was hit quite hard, I suppose, by DauT's raids when he was in the feudal age, and now we see some cavalry archers coming out as well, so any spearman attacks from DauT will get picked off very easily also. And nicely done by DauT, still trying to raid Capoch's eco, but of course he's going to get chased down by the knights, and the scout cavalries will eventually be lost. The real problem here for DauT is how is he going to get castle? Well, he used the market, I imagine. He must have marketed there. Yeah, he did. Market at the back. Sold some wood, I think, and then with that wood sold, he is able to advance up to the castle age. But is it going to be too late? Well, could very well be, because Capoch coming forwards now with this battering ram, going to be able to make some rams, and he is going to start taking down DauT's buildings. DauT is going to have a real tough time defending against this. A lot of cavalry archers, a lot of knights, and rams as well to top it off. And there's quite a wow. Okay, DauT making a huge spearman army. Look at that, that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 20, 30 spearmen right there. And I don't know, Capoch probably able to hold him off with these cavalry archers, but 30 spearmen, DauT, wow. I imagine once he gets castle age, he will have no option but to upgrade these to pikemen. He's got so many. But in comes the battering ram. Is he going to go and take out all of these military production buildings? I'm not sure, but look how many barracks he's got. He's just queuing up spearmen like there's no tomorrow. He has, of course, got so many farms, quite a lot of wood as well. He's trying to do everything he can, but in come the battering rams. Capoch continuing to make rams non-stop, and this could be really bad. Capoch going for the town centre, but DauT did make it up to the castle age. If Capoch had gone for the town centre just a few moments before, he may have denied DauT from getting up to the castle age, and that would have been huge. But DauT just made it up to the castle age. Look at this spearman army coming in, getting absolutely owned by the cavalry archers here, and even by the knights as well, as this town centre is getting starting to get cut down by the battering rams here. That's so many spearmen. Look at them just get cut to bits. Just health falling off these guys. Like, oh wow. So many dead bodies, and look how much his population is dropping as he's getting owned. He's finally upgraded them to pikemen. Of course they're going to do more damage, but Capoch taking out the town centre of DauT. This is really big for him. He has taken out his town centre. DauT now without a town centre. I'm a poet and I just don't know it. And without an army as well. Fortunately, he does have quite a bit of wood, quite a bit of food. He's continuing to make pikemen, but in comes Capoch with more rams, and this, how is DauT gonna win in this situation? He is just losing everything at this stage. I really don't think there's anything he can do right here. These pikemen, yeah, they are a good counter to knights, but they're starting to get cut down. Capoch, of course, going to continue to make cavalry archers. It's the logical thing to do, and skirmishers as well. And DauT throwing up a new town centre by this wood patch here. Not the best position, but I suppose it was out of desperation. But Capoch again coming in with more battering rams. He is just, oh, going to be able to kill off so many of DauT's units here. DauT dropping down to 70 population, and he's going to take out the second town centre possibly again as DauT tries to rebuild his first town centre in that position. How is he gonna hold on to this? Because I mean, he's making pikemen, they're a good counter to knights, but there's just too many knights here, and Capoch only needs a couple more battering rams. He can of course take out this town centre, and DauT losing a lot of villages as well. Really nicely played by Capoch, and Capoch losing a lot of his army. That pikeman army from DauT really actually kind of worked in his favour, and look at the scores, they're still fairly actually close. DauT managing to just hold on by the skin of his teeth, and Capoch actually surprisingly forced back a little bit right here, which is just like, what just happened? That was just insane. I've got no idea. That is just awesome. DauT actually managing to hold on, and I was not expecting that at all. His economy, well, not looking so good, but he can afford a castle right now. He can also afford a couple more town centres, and if he really wants to get back into this game, he may need some. Capoch now, well, he's still only on the one town centre, so DauT actually has more town centres than Capoch, even though Capoch took his first town centre out, which is kind of something really. DauT beginning to push him back, and I was not expecting that. That was incredible play by DauT right there, managing to push him back with a pikeman army at the least. I know we know DauT does some crazy things sometimes, but that many spearmen, well, I was not expecting a comeback as good as that for the time being. Well, is Capoch still in the lead? Well, he's got the score advantage. That's maybe because he's killed a lot more units, but look at his population, 79 to DauT's 89. DauT probably has a better eco right now somehow. Bear in mind, he's not actually stopped making villages this entire time, and He's got a pretty decent army as well. Capoch now starting to go into eco mode, I think. He's building up more town centres, as you can see, and I imagine now he will be trying to just get a little bit of a boom on as he's attacked. He knows he's kind of failed at killing DauT off here, and he had his chance, but he kind of lost it. They're going to continue to fight for this area here, but I think Capoch is eventually going to be forced back. DauT just has too many units here, and DauT took the score lead once again. Pretty incredible play. Another town centre going up on the left for DauT. Mega eco mode right now. He really needs to get a lot of resources in, and these guys are probably just going to boom for the time being. Capoch 1, 2, 3 and 4 town centres, maybe even a 5th to come, and you never actually know. He may even take this gold here, as he has got a scout standing right there, so have to wait and see. And nicely done by DauT, actually starting to take down Capoch's buildings at the front and reclaim some land for himself. Finally as well, Capoch forced away from this gold, and DauT pushing back with some crossbowmen quite a lot. Oh, sorry, that's Capoch trying to push back with some crossbowmen, but DauT continuing to come in with more pikemen, and he's just going to pikemen spam the hell out of this game. It reminds me of that purely skirmisher game from DauT. That was pretty cool. Capoch now with a castle going up on this hill. Nice position from him. Again, it's kind of forward. He is going to be able to launch attacks from there, which is going to help him out indeed. But of course, DauT has got enough gold for another castle of his own, and he may be able to put it right here, which is going to be a good, actually here even, which is actually higher than Capoch's castle, so attack advantage, that tells me. And Capoch with another town centre on this gold here as well. Talk about town centres everywhere. He's really going to get his boom on right now. Looking at their populations, well, pretty neck and neck once again, and DauT does have the score lead as well. I'm going to speed things up just a wee bit whilst these guys just clear out buildings and the like. At this stage, I still don't know who's going to win. At one point, I thought, you know, DauT was doing really good harassment on Capoch's economy. He could win this. Capoch came back, took out DauT's town centre. I thought, okay, well, maybe Capoch's got this. And then DauT came back again, and now it's pretty neck and neck. And I really couldn't tell you who's going to win at this stage, because it really is so close. Capoch with such a decent economy right now, though. He has got a lot of town centres all over the map. He's taking DauT's secondary gold, and DauT is only really just starting to go heavy into gold right now as well. So who is going to win it? There's just no way to tell right now. Though DauT does have the score lead, there is only about 100 points between them. Even so, at this stage, it's pretty decent stuff. DauT now with a pretty decent army as well. A lot of knights in there, a lot of pikemen in there as well, and a mangonel from behind is going to pick off a lot of units. Crossbowmen going to make short work of the pikemen here, and the spearmen not going to be able to do so much against the knights with the +2 attack and +1 armor. But I think DauT may be in with a shout of actually coming back and winning this one. That would be pretty cool if it was the case. Capoch again going to be forced back, losing quite a few units, and population wise, well, 114 for Capoch and 128 for DauT. DauT pretty much on the comeback again, and we'll have to see if he actually does build a castle over here. It would be nice if he does. And Capoch, well, what's he doing? Well, he should actually check. Capoch, making spearmen. Well, why isn't he making upgrades? If he upgraded his spearmen to pikemen, they may be a little bit more useful. And wow, this guy is building so close together. Capoch, though, with a siege workshop here and a battering ram coming out, he may deny DauT this eco expansion over here. That would be quite cool. And another thing as well, DauT's economy is starting to really blossom now, as he does have quite a few town centres. He's continuing to pump out villages, and I think his eco at this stage is probably a little bit better. He's also got a lot more population. I don't know if that's mainly army or what, but Capoch continuing to build units, so he's still in this game. And of course, DauT just going to raid Capoch's eco here as well. Before he even gets the chance to get this battering ram out, he's going to bring one over and try and take out this town centre for Capoch, which would be nice because that is technically DauT's gold, and Capoch getting cheeky, taking that there, spreading out all over the map as well, taking out gold wherever he can. And there's some gold in the corner. I don't think anyone's scouted it. Very nearly has scouted it, but he hasn't found it, unfortunately. So this gold is probably going to go unused. And DauT, very nice raid here. He's probably going to be able to take out this town centre from Capoch. And in the centre, he's continuing to push Capoch back as well. He's still making so many pikemen. And Capoch still with just these spearmen here. They're not actually that useful. Especially when he does have +2 attack and +2 armour right now for his knights and his pikemen. DauT with a lot of upgrades. Really going to help him out in this situation as well. And I think DauT maybe in with a shout here. It's just kind of like a mop-up phase now. I don't know. It's still fairly neck and neck. It's surprising, really. And yeah, there we go. DauT coming forwards with a castle, and this castle could be used in his favour, really massively used in his favour. He can really, again, use this to keep this ground safe, this high ground here, as he will need to keep it, as, yeah, Capoch just actually upgrading for pikemen at last. Still doesn't have enough upgrades, though, and releasing the battering rams to get right in there, but nice mangonel shots, taking out a lot of crossbowmen there with his mangonel. And I think, yep, DauT running out of gold, it looks like to me. He is really getting low on gold right now, but he has cleared out Capoch from this right-hand side, starting to take this gold over here. And I think DauT may be back in here. I really do. He is starting to spread his wings, I suppose you could say, and get back into the game. I'm not sure which is higher, DauT's castle here or Capoch's, but whatever happens, he will be able to use this to his advantage, I'm sure, as he will now start to push Capoch back, as he does have more army. And though Capoch does have this castle, so does DauT, and he's getting a siege workshop behind. I imagine to try and take out this castle with rams, that would work in his favour. We'll just have to wait and see. In come a few rams right now, actually, and DauT may just be able to take out this castle here. It's going to be close. There's another big battle going on, and there's a lot of units under there. A lot of units indeed. Capoch with a lot of pikemen, but DauT coming in with a lot of rams as well. May even be able to take out this castle just in time, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. It's taking a while for it to lose its HP here, but DauT very nicely done with elite skirmishers coming in as well. And it looks to me like he's beaten Capoch's army once again. And there's 3 rams around the base of that castle, which does mean that that castle will probably be lost. There's no telling for sure, but it is going down. And that is awesome. DauT saying there, best I've played in a long time. Very nice comeback indeed. And DauT actually pushing Schmecker right back here. Sorry, Capoch back. And where's Capoch's army? It doesn't exist. DauT with a raid on Capoch's eco over here with some rams. So many knights, a lot of elite skirmishers coming forwards as well. Brilliant play by him, and mopping things up. I think this game is probably going to be his. Really starting to push Capoch back. Capoch with another castle on this hill. It may get denied if DauT can get in there with his knights. He's not actually noticed just yet. No, it's not noticed, but it is probably going to be lost anyway, because there's a lot of rams coming in right now, and a lot of knights as well. I think, yeah, there we go, Imperial Age for DauT, and there is no doubt now that DauT will probably win this game. Capoch, no chance for going Imperial just yet. He's so far behind right now, as DauT almost hits the population cap. He's going to be population capped very shortly, as he does reach the Imperial Age. There we go, population caps up to the Imperial Age, and more and more battering rams attacking this castle. Capoch, of course, so far from the Imperial Age right now, and just attack bells ringing everywhere. He's got a really nice economy still, but I don't think it's going to be enough now. DauT has the momentum, and he will just keep pushing forwards. I think he may just be able to take out this castle. We'll have to wait and see. It may not even go down before Capoch resigns. Capoch with quite a few stables behind, but of course DauT will reach the Imperial Age, and Capoch will be thinking, maybe this isn't going to be my game, as DauT is going to really start to push him back. And there we go, Imperial Age for him. Capoch saying GG. He knows there probably isn't a comeback from this right now. He knows how much resource DauT must have, and very, very nicely played. It was very, very back and forth. I thought Capoch was going to win it, but no. Very back and forth indeed. And I think Capoch maybe could have won it if he took out the town centre first before the military production buildings and prevented DauT from getting castle, but he didn't. So that was DauT's game. Very nice comeback from him. And the guy who sent this to me on AoC Zone, he told me this is the best comeback of all time. Maybe so. Maybe so. If you know any comebacks that are better than this, let me know and I will have a look at them. Also, if you're still watching, thank you very much, and I want to do something that I don't ever do. First time I'm going to do this because it's for my best friend. And if you're interested in indie rock music, this is really off topic, I know, but if you are interested in indie rock music, my best mate has a band, and I'm going to provide a link in the description to their SoundCloud where you can see a couple of their songs. If you want to just give them a quick listen, I'd really appreciate that, and I'm sure they would too. Would mean a lot to them, and just give some feedback. I mean, if it's not for you, then don't go over there and feel obliged to go and have a listen or anything. But if you're interested in indie rock, just have a click on that link below, and I'd really appreciate it if you have a listen to their songs and just tell them what you think, or tell me what you think in the comments below. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I know it was an Arabia Huns War, but I thought it was pretty darn good. And yeah, thanks for watching. I've been Zach, and I'll see you next time.